Hello and Happy New Year! Here we are, back in schedule and on time today. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a really wonderful holiday season. I am Linda Daniels, and you are now inside Northampton Wolves, and this is our weekly Lunch with Linda, ready to kick off 2023. We had a great time over the holidays. My family was here from California. We did a wonderful, oh my God, my nose is tickling me already.
Oh, really?
We had a wonderful Christmas and we had a very quiet New Year's. On New Year's Day, I and my husband spend the day cleaning up and putting away all of the Christmas decorations. So we spent most of the day doing that. Yeah, I'll take one of those, Kate. And thank you. Putting away Christmas decorations, and of course I blew my back out, so I'm a little bit stiff today, but that will go away. So hi Eileen, hi Gail, hi Linda, hi Sally. Happy New Year to all of you. I am really grateful for you joining us today. I love January. There's always something so, in my mind, refreshing. It is the month that I spend trying to get a little bit organized in every single aspect of my life. And if you don't believe that that's a big deal or a big job, you need to come and help me do it. So hi Tecker, hi Gia, hi Dale. It starts here in the store on New Year's Eve. Yeah, we were open New Year's Eve. It was really quiet in the morning, and so I was able to get one of our drawers organized and cleaned out, and that's a never-ending process. It's like a junk drawer at home. In 6 months, it'll be chaos again. And what I kind of noticed this year was that I never have all 6 drawers behind the desk organized at the same time. It's one drawer's turn, and then a little while later it's another drawer's turn, but I try. We all just kind of try. And at home, it means another big go through of yarn bins, patterns. I have so much paper patterns all over the place, and needles, because all year long I pull needles out and I'm horrible at putting them back in any kind of organized fashion. So in my living room, I have a chest of drawers, a little old chest of drawers that looks really nice, but when you open the drawer, it's just a nest of circular needles all combined together, all knotted together, and it takes me forever to find the needles that I need. So that's going to be a big project on this year's list, is to get the needles organized again. What I usually do is put them in Ziploc bags and write on the bag the length and the size, and then I put all the 24-inch in an old shoebox, all the 16-inch in a shoebox. And one year Adrian helped me with that, and we had them not only in the boxes where they belonged, but in the right order from 0 up to 15.
Wow.
It was pretty impressive and really easy for me to find and make a mess of again. Because like I said, the only way organization works is if you put things back. It's great to set up like that and then find stuff, but it only works if you put them back. The other thing that I love about January is it means a brand new calendar.
Woohoo.
I love.
Ooh.
This is my this year's calendar. Never enough time, because I thought that was pretty appropriate, but also a little play on words. And here are my notes for today's talk, because it started in August of last year. Well, I didn't need it for August, but it will start again in January. And so calendar is one thing. I also use the free calendars that Florence Savings Bank gives out every year. And I use them in all kinds of different spots. I have one here behind the desk, which helps me keep track of when I need to make deposits to pay a particular bill. I have probably 8 calendars all over the house at home, so that you can almost go in every room and figure out what day it is.
Is it a different day in each room?
No, not yet. Russ swears it's a different time in each room, but it's not necessarily a different day in each room, since that only has to be moved once a month.
Right.
You
Yeah.
don't really get off that much. So calendars, both big calendars like that I use to keep track of the appointments that I have, the classes that are going on, and calendars on the wall to keep track of what day it is. And then the other thing that I absolutely love, and if you know me, you know I'm a nut about notebooks. I love notebooks, love them. This year, my one resolution is to try to work with 3 notebooks and not anymore. 1 notebook for my list of things to do, 1 notebook for my custom orders. I have to keep track of what I'm supposed to be knitting for people. And then 1 notebook for store notes, what needs to be done, who needs to be doing what, all of that kind of stuff. I'm really going to
You have
try.
to bolt it to the table.
Bolt it, exactly. You have to bolt it to the table, because I'm notorious for grabbing some piece of paper or notebook and writing stuff in it that should not be written in it, and then the next day going, where did I write that? It's important. I need to find that note. So I'm really going to make an effort this year to try to limit it to 3 notebooks, although I confess I have 6 brand new ones in a pile at home. I love them. That and pens.
Save it for next year.
They're just wonderful. So if you see me, you can ask me about that. One of the things that I had to do at home was clean out our closet, our main coat closet. Used to be a cloak closet, I have to say, because we have a little secret room and we needed to get to it, which meant that I needed to take out a whole bunch of bins, which is why I think I hurt my back. But since I had to take out all of these plastic bins, I opened them up and went through them and reorganized them and found a crocheted sweater that I had almost all done except for 3/4 of a sleeve. So I actually finished that yesterday, and Mary was just here picking up repairs and said, well, how many sweaters did you finish? I have a few whips floating around, and that's going to be the other goal, is to get a lot of those done. And speaking of done things, I did finish the sweater that I have on. This is the Islington. Is that how you say it, or Islington?
Either way.
Okay, Islington sweater. This is a pattern that you can get on Ravelry. It is originally done in Blue Sky Fibers. That's what it was written for, one of their yarns. And I have knit it out of the Hardy Homestead tweed from Plymouth Yarn. So it's a dark, you can see the bottom here. It's almost a black, dark gray tweed on the bottom, and then the white is the matching white of it. I'm going to talk about the cowl, Rosemary, in just a second as well. And then I used the Rios for the green and the pink. And it worked, but it's really a little bit too light. Eileen is knitting this for the store in the browns, and I sent her the Plymouth Chunky to do the color work, which will be a little bit better. What I love and it's really interesting is this section right here, which is color work and a purl stitch, a little bit of seed stitch. And it really makes those flowers pop. I was a little bit concerned when I first chose this pinkish color that it wasn't going to show up enough. When I held the two together, the off-white and the pink, there wasn't a lot of contrast between them. But I'm really pleased with how it came out. So we are doing this as a knit along, and even on the cuffs, there's a little tiny bit of that seed stitch green and just 2 rows of the pink as well. Really nice fitting and easy sweater. It's knit in the round from the bottom up. So on January 20th, let me check the date. Yeah. It starts on January 20th. You can sign up for this online if you like. We're going to meet 3 times, January 20th, February 3rd, and then February 17th. It gives you some time between those meetings to do the knitting that you have to do in order to take the next step. So you will learn the knitting in the round, you learn the chart reading. This is a yoked decrease, so it is not a raglan, let me see here. There isn't a raglan line at the sleeve. It doesn't decrease all in the same place. It decreases all the way around. And there are only a couple of short rows in the back just to drop the front neck down just a little bit. So it's going to be a fun, simple class to do. We've got a couple people signed up already. And I really wanted to get it done so you can see it. It's not been blocked. I literally worked the ends in last night and said, okay, I'm wearing it tomorrow to talk about it and to show you guys for the class. So that's one of the classes that we've got going on in January. We've also got a couple of Learn to Knit classes going on. And again, Shelly is going to be doing her Skill Builder first sweater class, which is the baby raglan sweater. So we've got some people signed up for that. If you know somebody who's ready to make their first sweater, tell them about it. Before I talk about that cowl, there's a couple of other things I want to talk about. I hope that you guys saw the interview with Emre that I did on Friday. If you didn't, I'm pretty sure it's in the video list on our YouTube. It's not on Facebook. It's only on YouTube in the Inside Northampton Wools. It was a fascinating interview and a look into the other side of the business and into just how they make their yarn and how they really give back. Just quickly, they do two things. They support trees.org. So for every skein of yarn that they sell, they plant a tree. And Emery was saying that they plant sustainable trees that give back, fruit trees, trees that can be harvested for other things. So it's meaningful trees. Then they also provide a source of income to women in Turkey who would not otherwise be able to work. Now, it sometimes just the name Turkey can send people into a spiral, but they are from Turkey. They are really trying to support the community back there in whatever way that they can. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, please look for it. And then the other thing that you'll notice on YouTube Live is a little movie that my family and I made a couple of years ago. And my grandchildren are in it. Their dogs are in it. And the very exquisite talents of my son in editing and directing it are in it. And if you could see the miles of ridiculous footage that we had to go through to come up with this movie, you won't believe what a great job he did. It's a fun little fairy tale that has to do with knitting. If you've seen it, I hope you enjoyed it and got a laugh out of it. If you haven't seen it, it's also on the Inside Northampton Wools channel and should at least bring a smile to you. It was a valiant effort. We all loved doing it. Yeah, Marie, I'm going to check because I couldn't find the interview right away too, but it is in my videos. So Kate and I will work on that as well to make sure that everybody can see it. Because it is saved. I did find it. So the movie was a lot of fun to do. And this Christmas when we were all together again, we were talking about we should do another one. But we had fun doing that. So what January also brings... Oh yeah, one more quick thing before I talk about the next thing. Sorry. Mm-hmm. If you're in the Northampton Wools Facebook group, Eileen posted about all of the labels that she had collected over the year of knitting. And I think it's a wonderfully inspiring thing. She put up a post showing all of the labels, and then she listed all of the things that she had knit. And I would love to invite all of you to jump on board with that. Save your labels, take a picture of them, keep a list of the things that you have knit, just to kind of show at the end of the year. And maybe we'll do a little, at the end of next year when we post those things, we'll do a little name drawing for a big door prize for it. So we'll have to put together some really fun gift for that. Just for fun. Just enter it just for fun. It's not a contest to see who did the most. It's just a contest to see how much each of you did. All right, so all of that is that page. So the other thing that January brings is our big semi-annual clearance sale. And we are going to be ready to start that. You will be able to see some of the things that we've already marked down on sale. Kate and I spent this morning going through a couple of things. And one of them is this cowl right here. This is
Far away.
so far away I have to stand up gently. So this is based on the bandana cowl from Pearl Soho. But Kate rewrote the pattern to do it in 2 skeins of kuzu or kuzu. This is a yarn from Earth Yarns. It's a super bulky. She did it on the size 15 needle, and it starts at the point and it's knit flat
No.
up.
In the round completely.
It's completely, oh, I see, yeah. Never mind. It's completely knit in the round, and you end up with this really fun shape with the point right there, and then closed in the back. Super fun, super easy, super fast. We're going to send this pattern out in the email this week. Takes the 2 skeins. I'm going to turn this so that you can see the basket right there. So this is what we've got left in pairs. We've marked it. It was $25 a skein. We've marked it down to $17.50, and we've paired them together because if you saw the interview, remember Emre said there are 12 colors in each and every skein. It's incredible, and it's sometimes really hard to tell what colors match. So we already went through the inventory. We paired everything up. We do have single skeins left as well, and 1 skein is enough to make a simple hat if you're looking for like a big bulky hat. So we're going to be sending the pattern out. We've got it paired up. We've got it marked down. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's a really attractive one. Cowl to make. Don't ask for this color because we don't know which one exactly it is, but there's plenty of color in almost every single color. So this one is kind of close, and this one is completely different.
I thought that
So-
one was kind of close.
Well, it might be. I mean, who knows? And it's really hard to tell what it's going to look like when it's knit up, what each color is going to look like when it's knit up. So that's the best we can do. What we can also say is that we've seen a lot of them knit up, and they're all beautiful. Just depends on what kind of base you want or what kind of color you want. And we even have a couple of colors that are somewhat solid, the purple, the green, and the yellow.
Did Emre
We've got
say
those in
that this monochrome is like the conservative sister?
It's the conservative sister to the multicolors.
Yeah.
So it goes from light to dark with a little touch of white in there sometimes. If you're afraid of all that color and want something a little more solid color. So we've marked that down. And if you don't like wool, it does have a companion in cotton. And we have started to go through that. Did you mark these down yet on the website? I don't think we haven't gotten to that yet. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll do it later. But it does also come in 100% cotton. Now this is a little bit lighter, so you'd probably need to go down to a 13 to do it, but we'll make that adjustment on the pattern as well. So this is an 100% cotton, and this one is 100% cotton, the Galatea, as is this color. I'm sure this one's going to be popular. Exactly, beach. And the pink, the mauves.
So precious.
Really pretty. Now we have other colors as well, but we ran out of time, so we weren't able to put all of the cottons together. But we do have that, and we do have, again, some solid colors in the cotton as well. So you can make this great cowl in 2 skeins of this, and have a nice cotton one if you don't want that bulky kind of wool. The other yarn that's also similar that we put on sale is the Ushia. Last year when we did, and Nikki, I'll tell you in a second what we haven't figured that out, what the Galatea will be on sale. It'll be 25% off, whatever it is. She'll do that. I'll take this. So the last year when we did Fly by February, one of the very first patterns that I did for the month of February was the herringbone hat pattern, and the yarn that we used was this Ushia, and we are down to what's left in this yarn, and this also is a super bulky, and these are the colors that we have. We do have quite a bit of it, and this is going to be in our clearance sale at 30% off. So it was $25 a skein, and now it's going to be $17.50. It took only one skein of this to make that hat. It's so incredibly soft. It has that chain construction, you can see right there. So it really holds together and does not split. It's also on a big needle, anywhere from a 15 to a 17. So you could do this for Kate's cowl as well, that bandana cowl, in a solid color, in a really soft texture. We do have, there's a couple colors that we probably have a sweater's worth if you were thinking about a sweater, but this stuff is really, really nice for a cowl or that hat. The hat pattern is free on our website. You can go to that free pattern page and look at all of the patterns that we've done over the last year that are free and put that up. And then the companion to that is the CeeLo from Plymouth Yarns. And this one is also a chained construction. You can see the colors that we've got. This one we've got not as much inventory. Like this, we only have one skein of this red, and we do have a little bit of backup of this. The inventory is correct on the website. This was $18 and we've taken it down to $13.50. This one has 109 yards. So again, this is a little bit thinner. So I think instead of the 15, you might do a size 13 needle. The packaging is saying nothing. Sorry. Oh, 15. So it's saying a size 15. So you could use a 15 with this as well. It doesn't have quite the same oomph as the Ushia does, but you will be able to do one skein hat in this yarn or the cowl in this yarn as well. So that's a preview of what's going to be coming for the clearance sale, which is going on. Like I said, we have marked these prices down now. What's the cotton going to be?
$16.50.
So that's the sale price, $16.50. The cotton's going to be $16.50, and we'll put that on the website. Those are the yarns that you can buy right now on the website if you want to go to it and make sure that you get the first choice in the color selection that we have. And we will be putting a lot more on sale as we run around the store, looking at inventory and what needs to be offered to you guys as your kind of last chance to take a look at those yarns. So January is a very exciting time around here. I did want to thank everybody for a really, really wonderful year and an exciting Christmas season as well. You guys were really, really ready to knit. It seems like we, for the very first time, we completely sold out of the latest issue of the Lane magazine, the winter issue, and we sold out of their newest book, The 52 Weeks of Easy Knits. I already have reordered both of them, and I just paid the invoice today, so it will take a little bit of time, maybe a week or so, because it does come from Finland, but we are going to restock both of those because they were both great. The issue was absolutely wonderful, and the book is just amazing for everybody. The book is not just for beginner knitters. Even though it says easy knits, there's stuff in there that even the most experienced knitter will want to knit with. So we will have that back in stock in a week or so. Marie, the yarn that I used for this is the Hardy Homestead Tweed. We've got a ton of it, especially in these colors. I ordered a lot because I knew this colorway would be really popular for this sweater. So again, if you're interested in this class, you can sign up. It is online. You can sign up online. You can call us and tell us that you want to come. It is definitely going to happen because we already have people signed up for it. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the Cape trip. It's our knitting retreat, which is happening on March 10th and 11th at the Hampton Inn in Cape Cod in West Yarmouth. It's almost full. We will only take a certain amount of people, and we have 6 slots left. If you are interested, you need to call me and register with me, and then I will give you the information for booking the hotel. The cost of the weekend classes is $220. That $220 gives you Friday night, all day Saturday, and Sunday morning in class. We're going to be doing an entrelac garter stitch 2-color bag called Ishti, and if you look that up, ISHTI, I might be wrong about that spelling.
Okay.
But we've got it. You can, if you call me, I can tell you exactly what the spelling is. It is going to be a really fun project. We have a great time. So it's $220 plus the hotel is starts at $150, right around there, plus there's tax and blah, blah, blah. It also includes, the price includes breakfast on Saturday and Sunday and lunch on Saturday. On Saturday night, you're on your own for dinner. There are a couple of restaurants within walking distance. We usually break up into groups. Even if you come by yourself and think you don't know anybody, you can always join somebody who's going to be going to a restaurant and make friends that way. Connie, thank you. This is the Islington sweater. And Linda, hi. Thank you. So like I said, 6 slots left. I'm really pleased with how quickly that has attracted attention, and we should have a great fun group going there. We'll have prizes. I'm collecting things for the goodie bag right now. You only have until February 10th. No, it's the first week in February, something like February 3rd, to reserve a room at the hotel, and then the rooms go away and you might have to pay a higher price. So if you're thinking about it, think fast, because I think we will have a sellout this year, because we haven't done it in 2 years. And trust me, those of you that have been before, throw a comment in there. We have a really good time. Besides class knitting on Saturday night, we have kind of a social knit, and we really like this hotel. They're good to us. So that, let me just look at my notebook again, but I think that is everything that I wanted to catch you up on today. The Kuzo, the Yushi's, blah, 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 blah.
Baskets.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kate. One of the things that we're marking down 50% right away are these baskets. So they were normally $50. We're marking them down to $25. So these are some of the baskets that we get from Usman when he comes, and we want to be able to add a new inventory, so we need to move some of the old inventory out. So these come in different solid colors, and now this one is variegated green. Looks like 2 different shades of green, but they're a nice little shape. Great little project basket, and now they are $25. So what we have is what you can get. I'm not sure that they're on the website, so you might have to come in to take a pic, because they're all slightly different sizes, because these are all handmade. Like this purple one, I think, is a little bit on the smaller side. There are several purples in this color that are larger than that, but we have marked these down as well. 50% off, and you're going to see a lot of that. A lot of the yarns are going to start at 25% off, and there'll be odds gains of things that are 50 to 75% off. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today. I am going to, Kate and I are going to look right now at the YouTube and see if we can figure out how to put the interview in the list so that you can look at it, take a look at the movie, and just be kind, because we really had a lot of fun, and that's all it's meant to be, is a good time. So start the new year all right. We will be open on Wednesday, our normal hours, throughout the week. I am going to go home and put a heating pad on and do some more catching up on knitting. And I hope all of you have a chance this week to go knit something as well. Bye.